What's good, y'all? Blacksmith here, and today we're here to talk about Alien Romulus. The seventh movie in the Alien franchise is finally here, and I know we've all been waiting to see if this movie was good or not ever since the last one that came out, Alien Covenant. Not gonna lie, I still can't get over how disappointing that movie was. So without wasting any more time, I'm here to answer the question, was this movie any good? Was it worth the wait since the last good Alien movie came out, which in my opinion was Alien vs. Predator back in 2004, which would make it 20 years ago? Let's talk about it. Alien Romulus takes place between the events of the first Alien movie and the second one. This movie follows a young woman and her crew of space miners who scavenge a spaceship called the Romulus for products and equipment and end up running into the facehuggers and the xenomorphs. And from there, it's nothing but a bunch of craziness with facehuggers and xenomorphs. Now, let's get into these pros and cons. The first pro we gotta talk about, the action. Now, this would not be an Alien movie if we did not see the facehuggers and the xenomorphs terrorizing these humans in action. And let me tell you this, we saw everything in this movie. We saw probably more details about the facehuggers than we have seen in any other Alien film. Longtime fans of the franchise are going to enjoy all the action that you see here. And this will go into the special effects that came with the action. It was incredible. It was actually very creative, some of the things that happened in this movie. I might be so bold to say this might be the most creative Alien movie in the franchise. The next pro we gotta talk about, the cinematography. Props to Ridley Scott for everything he's contributed to the franchise thus far, but I will say this movie in particular would not be as good as it is if it wasn't for the director, Fede Alvarez. For those of you who are unfamiliar, he directed the Don't Breathe movie and the Evil Dead remake. And you can tell that some of the directorial elements from both of those movies were used in this one. From the close-ups to the panning shots, he made this movie like Don't Breathe meets Alien. So all in all, just to say this movie looks great. The last pro we gotta talk about, the story. Now, this isn't to say the story is perfect, but it was written in such a way that made it very enjoyable. As basic as the story is, in my opinion, they did mention some things from the first Alien movie with Ripley and were able to bring us into the world of Alien once again with those mentions. Now, I don't think this is going to be spoiling anything either, but they do give you a full circle moment with the elements of the movie Prometheus. And for those of you who are unfamiliar or don't remember, Prometheus is a movie that came out about 12 years ago that we didn't think would be in line with the Alien franchise and the Alien universe, but turns out that it was. It was a terrible movie, so this movie definitely did it justice by bringing things back around once again and doing it better. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, let's talk about these cons. Now, I could go on about the cons when it comes to the detestable characters, the subpar acting, and things of that nature, right? But I'm gonna spare y'all all that and give you the biggest con for me when it comes to this movie. Yeah, this movie is called Alien, but unfortunately, you don't really get to see the xenomorph for a lot of the screen time. You see more of the facehuggers than you do the actual xenomorphs. But they do get screen time. I just wish it was more. I think they probably got maybe around 20 minutes or 30 minutes of screen time, probably less than 30 minutes of screen time, and this movie's 2 hours. But they do end up making up for it in the aforementioned Prometheus 360 that they did. And I'm not going to speak anymore on that part. Just go watch the movie if you want to find out what I'm talking about. Overall, I did enjoy this movie. To answer the question on whether or not it's good or bad, in my opinion, it's just kind of mediocre, kind of mid, because even though it is better than the last 2 movies that we got in the franchise, that's not really saying much because those last 2 movies were really bad. So I'd like to think there's nowhere to go but up for this franchise, but only time will tell, and we'll have to see. Thanks for checking out my review. Let me know if you plan on seeing this movie. Let me know if you've already seen it and what you thought about it. Let me know what you thought about my review, and give this video a like and your boy a follow. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.